And hello again, everyone. This is Warlord at the Warlord War of the Ring channel, and today we're just going to go over the armies that I have lined up here. This is for the Fords of Isen scenario that I'm going to be running at Historicon this year, and I just want to kind of go over the units that we're going to be using. A little bit different than what's in the book, and also not as many points, but this is kind of designed as an introductory game. Remember, the people we're going to be playing with probably have never played War of the Ring at all. So now for the Isengard formation over here, you take a look. The majority of the army is orcs. The reason being is that, just looking at what I've read from the movies, it seems that Saruman would have had mostly orcs at this time, since he was still breeding the Uruk-Hai, or orcs and goblin men, however you want to interpret that. So what I've done for the orc player is that I gave them, or the Isengard player, I gave them 4 formations of Isengard orcs, 2 with swords and shields, and 1 with bows, and 1 with 2-handed weapons. Now, the ones with swords and shield each have a captain, right? And the one with 2-handed weapons also has a captain. And also, I have a formation of warg riders with bows. They'll be accompanying them. They'll all be part of the force that's coming down from Isengard. And also, there's a Dunlend army, or Dunlending army, that's going to be taking part. There is 1 formation of Dunlending warriors with shields, 1 with 2-handed weapons, 1 of archers, and the wild men of Dunlend, or the hillmen of the Troshals, however you want to call them. But for this scenario, we'll call them the wild men of Dunlend. All right, so that's essentially what's going to be coming down from the western side of the board. The Dunlend forces coming from Dunlend, the orcs coming from Isengard. Now, on the eastern side of the Isen coming down, I'm going to have formation of Uruk-Hai Scouts led by a captain. I know it's Lert's model, but he's going to be a captain. I thought about doing Marauders, but just looking at the the books, Marur was up at the where the orcs got, or the Uruk-Hai got ambushed by Éomer, so he wouldn't have been down here. So that's why I just have a regular captain in this formation. So, and also 1 of bows, as you can see, formation of archers, and I have Sharku's hunters in here as well, because Sharku isn't really a Tolkien character, it's a Peter Jackson character, but I needed to give some sort of commander to the Isengard side, and there's no epic heroes in this game, so I decided to go with a epic formation, or correction, legendary formation instead. So Sharku is the overall commander, even though he doesn't come in on turn 2. He's going to be the overall leader for this army. All right, now let's go ahead and look at the other side, and we're going to look at the Rohan force. Now, you notice that I have some missing here. Well, that's because I'm painting them right now, and hopefully we'll have them done by the weekend. Looks like it will. But we'll have 2 formations of bows, right? They're going to be on the eastern side of the Isen. And then we have Grimbold here, and his Hemelingus. They are going to be infantry. And then we're going to have the herdsmen just to be Oathsworn militia, as soon as I get the rest of them painted up. And I'm going to give him a captain. No banner, and this is more themed than anything to do with the rules, just because, I didn't think that the herdsmen on the western side would have had a banner at all, so I decided not to do that. But, Grimbold's he's going to get a banner, of course. And then we have Theodred's Knights over here. 2 companies, 1 formation of Theodred's Knights. Also painting his bannerman, so sorry. I was going to use, an army banner for him, but no, I decided to go with just a regular banner. And also I have a company of archers. These are actually the Outriders, but they're going to just be regular infantry because, if you looked at the Unfinished Tales, it was Theodred and a company of archers that returned after they encountered the trenched-in orcs or Uruk-Hai with pikes up at Isengard, and they kind of retreated to the western side of the Isen. So that's who's going to be over on the Ayat, the little hill in the middle of the Isen River. So, and also here is the relief force. This is Grimbold. I know it's just a Rohan captain, but that's all I got for him. So this is Grimbold. I'm sorry, this isn't Grimbold. This is Elfhelm in his formation. Here's Grimbold over here. Sorry, Grimbold. This is Elfhelm in his formation. They're coming up from around where Helm's Deep was. Only 6 companies. I would like to have done more, but the rule kind of limits them to 6. So, and also a company of Outriders. Just because, the Outriders were the ones who told Elfhelm that Theodred was going up to see what Saruman was up to and fight over at Isengard before retreating back to defend the Fords of Isen. So, looks like a pretty substantial force we have for both. It's going to be a fun game. Definitely going to have a battle report up for you. So, I guess you're wondering how many points this is. Just over 1,000 points at Rohan, and about 1,200 for Isengard. I know it's different in the rule book, but kind of wanted to make it a little bit more balanced because it's a convention game. And also the Theodred's going to be up on the Ayat, so he's going to have that defense from the river, as well as the rest of the Rohan. They're going to have the defense of the river. So we boosted them, pretty much with the defenses. So it's going to be up to the Isengard forces to see if they're going to be able to do that, along with their Dunland allies here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for the Bat Rep. Bat Rep will be out next week. So happy wargaming.